Should probably turn on the light, huh?
Probably.
There we go. All right. Now we're live. Wait, no data. Eh?
You see my hair moving from the fan on me.
There's data. I don't know. Maybe people can see us. I guess we'll see. Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's Friday. Good afternoon. Okay, looks maybe they can see us. Good. Maybe. Who knows? Excellent connection. We're good. All right. If the computer was telling me wrong things. So, hey, welcome, everybody. It's Friday. Katy Perry's jumping on stuff again, and this is good news.
She did jump up
She
there.
jumped right up there.
Oh.
Katy Perry has been kind of down for like the last... It's been almost a week, huh?
Maybe not quite a week, but
Close. Yeah. Poor little cat. Like, hurt her back or leg or some nonsense. You want to come over? Look at you being all spry. And then, like, yesterday, all of a sudden...
I mean, she would still
Hey there.
eat and everything, so she was doing fine. Right?
She wasn't dying or anything.
No.
Hey, it's Jeannie. I was literally just thinking I was going to send her a message. Because I haven't seen Jeannie in a while.
Maybe she knew, and that's why she showed up.
Maybe so. And we put her ink in your new pen.
Oh, I didn't know who sent it.
Yeah,
Okay,
she did. The cat cam? There's a cat. So, hey, everybody. Really, you came all the way over here. She came all the way over here to steal a paperclip. Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday now. And, hey, to Greg, who is here first. Becky's in the house, and PB, and Trinity, and Jacob, and Ben, and Becky, and... Oh, I already said Becky, and,
Really, Becky.
Becky's really here. SE Go To, and Sandra's here, and Clifford, who says he wasn't here last week, but he really enjoyed your podcast with the famous Brad Dowdy.
The famous. I was so lucky to be talking to the famous Brad Dowdy.
He was lucky to be talking to the famous Audrey Madison, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Claire's in the house.
Well, thank you.
Christine's here. Carol's here. Pins Pencils Plus. What's up? Martin Stewart, you're psychic. Jeannie is psychic.
Yep.
Emin, Mike, I cleaned my Lamy 30 minutes ago. The piston did not go very smooth. I used a little bit of silicone grease from Galen. That goes very smooth like butter. Good. Yeah, good. So for those kinds of pins, like lubricating that stuff, like the real thin silicone grease is the oily.
The liquid.
Yeah, the liquid is kind of what you want.
The gel. I mean...
Like the gel will work, but it's not as efficient.
Yeah.
Just be careful not to get that on your feet, or you're gonna have a bad time.
That. Oh, speaking of...
Really, mouthful and all, huh?
Speaking of, Red Vines wins.
Okay.
Over Twizzlers.
No, we're not gonna look. It's not 6 o'clock. You can't start that
Okay,
yet.
the thing with... I'm gonna start this.
Oh God.
Red Vines, if they're fresh...
Hmm.
Look, this is a good red vine. You can do this. Give it a day. Their ceiling's not very well. It's going to be like this. Then your jaw hurts if you eat enough of them.
2 days after that, you can use them as building materials.
Twizzlers, you don't have that problem.
Ever. Plus, Twizzlers have flavor.
No, Twizzlers don't have flavor. It's just
Wrong.
wax.
You're wrong. I've been MIA. Yep, I got it. Tomorrow's Brad's 50th birthday.
What?
I know, right? Yeah.
I guess I've known him a long time. I guess I always just thought of him as the age I met him, which I don't even
he's
know.
like my age.
Yeah.
He's a little older than I am.
Older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black licorice is best. Becky's just chucking grenades up in here.
Oh.
Throwing grenades. Does it mean a bag segment? No, not yet. Next week. Next week we might have a bag segment because Audrey won't be here. Next week is... where are you going next week? You're doing something.
I'll be in Redwood City,
Redwood City. What?
California.
Oh, snap. Why would you go there?
Don't ask me. I don't want to be, but...
San Francisco Pen Show is next weekend. I'm not going to go because it's very far away and school started this week, so it's kind of the exact wrong time for me to leave that weekend. It's not...
And there are people there. I would stay home if I were you.
Yeah, also it's like a 7-hour flight and like... I don't love it. Anyhoozle, she's going to be going there that weekend, so she won't be here. I will be all by myself, just housing frozen pizza all weekend. That'll be my jam.
Frozen pizza.
Yeah, that's what I do.
All weekend.
Which means none of you will eat the good stuff and more for me. Audrey always leaves me the black licorice jelly beans.
Oh.
We get jelly beans, and I'll be like, oh, I'll have a jelly bean. It'll be nothing but black licorice, because that's all that's left.
What happens where I'll be sitting there and it's a little dark in the room and I'll think it's a purple one and it's a black licorice. Oh, it's the worst.
See, I throw the purple back because I don't like the artificial grape flavor.
Well,
so,
you know.
Well, you're using your Sparkly Blue 65 this afternoon and it's just great. Good. Sparkly Blue 65. Was that a recent one?
I think it must be just Diamond Cast. I don't remember. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
No.
Coffee flavored jelly beans are the best. I mean, that sounds great. Never had one, but it sounds good.
Jelly Belly. They have coffee flavor.
I'm sure.
You never had one?
I don't think so.
No, I'm sure you have, but you know.
Maybe I had like a latte or something. Maybe that's what I've had.
Probably. Yeah.
I must have.
Yeah.
It must have been true.
Yeah.
I think you're missing all the pin shows this year again. All you need is some pandemic variant. Yeah, I know, right? That's the way to go. Will Dr. Madison be offering the double broad sig at San Francisco? So
where have you been? We've been out of those for months.
Yeah, the bad news about the double broad sig is that it can't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Except for those people who've already except for those people who already have them because they don't make that nib anymore.
Yeah,
there's no double broad.
Cut those off. No more. We haven't gotten any.
A long time.
Year or two, and I've just been keeping the secret between just our viewers here and whoever else will listen, saying, we only have so many.
Yeah.
And we finally did. We finally ran out of them. But.
Yeah, which is sad. I never bought a second one, but also I felt like that would be kind of greedy. Like, I've already got one. I don't need to...
People who I know have multiple, but they bought them over a year's time, so...
Well, and also, like, I'm married to you, and it feels like I should let other people, like, enjoy the magic of that awesome nib.
Yeah, if you have another double broad and something else, it's not like, you know...
I do have some garbage double broads I could make you sig. Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do on garbage nibs.
Where is it? There we go. It's one of these unmarked Bach ones.
You never did anything with that, did you?
No, I don't have any... Do I have any Bachs? I've got a couple of pens that take Bachs.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like a totally naked nib. It's kind of weird, right? I should have given these to Jonathan. Have him, like, engrave some stuff.
I don't actually mind that too much.
That they're totally blank?
Yeah.
I wish that they would have at least a size marking on them somewhere.
I think that it should at least have that.
Like, it should at least have, like, a double B. I know Kara's Customs has, like, some paint dot system. Like, they put a dot on the feed or something.
I mean...
But they also don't publicize what the color dots correspond. So I know that there is a code, but who knows? And I don't have any Kara's Customs anymore, so... But, yeah, nothing on here. I just have to know it's a double broad. And it's also, like, not that broad. Like, there's not that much tipping on there.
I mean, yeah, just glancing at that, I'd be like, that looks like a broad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't have a microscope and stuff, but, you know.
So that's the double broad from Bach. And then this. This is a a double broad from Yovo. And you can see how much more tipping there used to be on that. Because of my army in the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I guess I can go like this. Influencer hands. So much more. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I never did anything with those. I got 2 of them.
Yeah, also, the feed on there and stuff will matter as well. So, even if it's not that much... Box usually have pretty good flow on those. So,
if anything, a little too wet.
Maybe a little forgiving for that to make it a little bit more broad than what it appears.
Yeah, well, once you sig it down, it'll be broader than it started out, right? Claire Rice, she feels fortunate to have a double broad sig. Did Katy Perry celebrate Black Cat Appreciation Day on the 17th?
She wasn't feeling well. I know we mentioned it, but I don't think we actually did anything.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's just been taking it easy because she knew it was Appreciation Day, and she's like, I'm going to take it easy.
Maybe that's it.
She was like, she wasn't limping. She was kind of like being...
stationary.
Yeah.
More than usual.
Usually she runs around.
As large of a cat that she is very active. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's been kind of like laying around, and she's been, like... She'd get to a place and then she'd like be like, I could turn around, but she'd like take her paws and go like this. She's like, I don't know, I don't really want to turn around. Which makes me think her back hurt.
Yeah.
But, you know, we babied her and all that. But anyway, she's doing good now, obviously. Anyone else order the new Narwhal Key West? No, not us. Bach number 8 triple broad sig would be amazing.
Mike's not a purple fan.
No, I'm not. I mean, you can get one if you want. They'll probably be at San Fran.
Probably.
They were at DC and I totally forgot. I mean, I think... Did they even make it in the video? I think they never even got in my walk around video much, other than they were like
because they were still setting
up
when you did the addendum.
Yeah. Would you fly with a fully filled or empty fountain pen? I'm telling you the question because it'll be the first time I fly. Don't worry about it.
I'll be flying with this one, which is my brand new
Ooh.
pen that I will be talking about today.
Yeah, the thing with pens is either full or empty is safest, because the problem is there's a little. Can we see the bubble in here? Yeah, you can see the little void in here, a little bubble back here in the converter. And when the pressure changes in the airplane, that can force ink out of the nib, and it will make a little bit of a mess, like get ink in your cap, usually.
That's why I brought it home, because I was like, I'm going to have you refill it, and then I'm not going to use it until I leave. So
fair. The other thing you can do, and the thing that I tend to do, is I'll put them in like a Ziploc bag, because then that protects them from the air pressure change altogether, and then I don't really worry about it. But just fly with it. Fly that nib up, just put it in your case in the seat pocket in front of you. Yeah, you can do that. I never do. I just leave them in my carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
So it's never been a big deal. And I've never had any like ink explosions or anything. I don't think the FC like tester pens you fly with have had ink explosions. I've had a little ink in the cap a couple of times, but they also get jostled around a lot.
It's often will be more on the way back because they've been used the weekend, and so they're not full anymore. Yeah. But once in a while, which we bring paper towels just in case. So.
Right. Basic question: how do you tell the difference between a Jowo and a Bach? I mean, it can be a little difficult.
It can be.
Like, they look different, but...
And certain brands that use Jowo have their own specifications, so you can't say, oh, the feed always looks like this, or...
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that's a Jowo, and...
Oh, and in case you didn't know... Jowo is going to be switching over slowly to the non-scroll work nibs.
Yeah.
So we have certain ones in the, like, for the most part, we're down to broads that are non-scroll work. We have a few extra fine, but we still have so many scroll work ones. We haven't gotten to those yet, and we haven't gotten any of the other sizes. So it's going to look different. Less busy. So.
I'm trying to see if I have any Bachs that are inked up, and I don't think I do. Let me look in this drawer right quick. Nope, no dice. So I'll use this one. So that's a Bach. So if you look at them, just like sitting here all in a row, they all look pretty similar, but there are some... What do you need?
I was going to try and set that nib so it sat better.
What are you talking about? You want this?
No, I was going to adjust it so it wasn't flopping around.
I'm just going to hold it. They do look a bit different, and you can see they're a little bit different in profile. Jowo nibs have a little bit more of a shoulder on them, usually. Sometimes the feeds are a bit different, but like Audrey was saying, the feeds change sometimes. Like, not all Jovos or all Bachs use the same feeds. There are several different versions.
Yeah.
For me, it's a matter of feel, usually. Oh, the housing can be different quite a lot. Quite often.
But then there are certain nibs that sometimes you can't unscrew.
That's true.
So,
So, like, this one over here is the Jowo, and this one's the Bach.
Yeah.
You can see they have it's like a different size. The threads are in a different place. It just looks overall like it's a different thing.
Yeah.
So that might help. But for me, Bach nibs feel a little bit on the squishy side, and Jowo nibs feel a little bit on the hard side. But, you know, I don't... If I was my first time picking up a pen like that, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell, you know? But, like, these don't look much alike. They're relatively the same shape and that sort of thing. Except for this one, which isn't actually number 6. Maybe it is. Yeah, it must be.
I guess the dumb money mode would be bespoke music sig. You can't sig a music nib.
Yeah, there's no tipping. Yeah,
there's no tipping at all on the music nib, so... The only thing that can ever be done is either broaden on the sides or make it thinner, pretty much. But
yeah,
that sort of goes with any 1.1, 1.5, or music nib. Except for a 1/1 gold Jowo, which is actually a stub shape and has tipping.
Yeah, I gotta see one of those one of these days. You didn't bring any home with you?
No, I don't bring any.
I gotta try one of those one of these days. Bespoke music sig, that'd be cool. Not really a thing. Travel on a plane with 1911 large, had no issues, just fully filled before flight. It's the way to go. Narwhal's been having shipping delays. They've shipped out the fine and medium, but have not received the broad and stub yet from their manufacturer. Contacted them earlier this week.
I'm not surprised.
They stated they'd be getting them shipping out to sellers by then. Cool. At the Mont Blanc bespoke music nib. Oh, well, that would be...
That
has tipping,
that's
for sure.
True.
That's a very different thing.
Yeah. There are lots of different types of music nibs. Watch Mike's music nib comparison video by searching it.
Yeah, that's a pretty old video, but I think still good. Perfectly cromulent. Here's what the non-scroll work Yovos look like. See, they still have a little line that goes across the shoulder and up to the slit here. I'm getting a lot of reflection on it. It's kind of hard to... Still got that line, but it's blank otherwise.
And they moved the writing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and I guess that's another way you can do it a lot of times, is that Bach usually leaves off the size.
Yeah.
And Yovo... Do they ever?
No.
I think Yovo always has a size on it. So they moved the size. You can see it's right there on the... It's right here. It's on the side of the nib now, down by the collar. So that's a broad, instead of having it on the face of the nib. And on the right side of the nib is where you find it on things like sailors. And I want to say someone like the Monteverdes and stuff like that would have it on the side. But
really? I don't remember that.
I think so. Some of them do. I'm not sure if that was pre-Yovo or if that's...
That's true. You did say dumb money, so we should have realized.
That's something. Watch that before deciding. Yes, you want a pilot music nib. Can recommend. Check the one that I like the least. Have an old Bach music that has tipping. Oh, interesting. That's cool. If by the end of next week, If by the end of next week, True Fay, where you ordered yours from, I'll be ready to Narwhal again. So get your acting gear and get them sent out. Yeah, Narwhal, like, they make their stuff in... Where do they make their stuff? Is it China? Is it Taiwan? I forget. I want to say it's China is where they have their factory, but...
Well, either way,
it's
not in the U.S. shipping.
They got to get it shipped here.
All the manufacturing things that they need. Mm-hmm. There's just the chain is all backed up. So giving people a little bit of extra time is always appreciated.
Yeah,
but sure. I understand. You paid for something, you want it fast. I get it.
Yeah. My fancy backpack that I ordered a while ago. It was supposed to have shipped last week. Yeah. And it won't ship until September sometime now because of shipping and stuff. Every supply chain is broken. Yeah, I bet. Described. I did describe why I dislike it, and totally. Yeah. I don't dislike it exactly. It's just kind of my least favorite. Yeah. I suppose. Although, like, the Sailor music nib barely counts as a music nib.
Yeah.
Music nibs, by the way, usually have 3 tines, and the Sailor one is just kind of a fat stub.
And it's really interesting, though. The music nib I got on my San Francisco pen, I believe is what I got it on, is very different than yours.
Really?
Mine is just a huge blob of, like, it just is so thick. Like, yours just looked very different.
Well, mine's old. Like, mine's
mine was from
mine's like nearly a vintage, I guess. Getting it out so I can show. It looks like I should poke the right button. Yeah. 3rd time's the charm.
Oh yeah, that's the mosaic, right?
Yeah, it's the mosaic. So this is the music nib on the Sailor, which, I mean, has a little smiley face.
It has a smiley face. It reminds me of the Kakuno.
Yeah, the old Sailor nibs look like that. Yeah. And you can see the bottom is just like a big... You can see it's very flat. It's just a big stub. I like it a lot. It's a good stub. But Sailor music nibs make wonderful oblique double broads. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine that.
Let me find my... I think my Franklin Christoph is in here. This is my box O loose nibs.
Getting parts lead times of 20 to 99 weeks.
You.
That is...
That's terrible.
That is a wide range, too.
Like, how do you plan anything with that kind of variance, you know? When your supplier's like, you'll probably get it eventually.
Yeah, and that ship getting stuck in the Suez Canal, backing everything up for how long did it take?
Is that still causing...
No, they got it, but I mean, that was
I know it's not there anymore, but it must have taken a while to unsnarl that snarl.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, did I put it in a pen? I don't remember putting it in a pen. And sometimes you get a unit like this, which has a collar on it, and usually those are Schmidt's.
Yeah.
Not always.
Yeah, but often. Yeah.
This one right here, actually, this Zizo pen that I was showing last week, I can't take it apart. They warned me not to, like, this doesn't unscrew. It's double glued in. But apparently that's set up like this. So it has this collar here, which ought to definitely keep that from splitting. Like, that's...
Yeah.
If anything, you don't want. He said you don't want to take the nib out of these pens because like that collar is pretty tight and it could make it very difficult to get the nib back in.
Yeah.
And like it compressing on the, it could split it the other, like scrunch it the other way, you know.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Russell, you have a good point. If there are backups and things, it should be upfront, giving communication that there are issues is always appreciated, and radio silence is not.
Yeah, radio silence sucks.
So I understand.
But also, like,
completely.
Narwhal's a very small company. It's like just a few people.
Gina's here too.
Gina's
here.
Hey, Gina, what's up? I don't know where my nib is. Huh. Could have sworn it was in one of these things, but.
And then they're the Noodler's music type nibs.
Oh, those are. Yeah.
Do we have one of those?
No.
I was just gonna say.
No,
I
I
don't
super
think so.
don't like those.
I've never tried one. Yeah.
They're I've tried them, but so the thing about them, why can't I find my nib? The thing about the Noodler's ones is that they tend to come back together. Found it.
Wow.
They tend to come back crooked, so they're kind of like the Pilot ones, only just not quite as good. Well, not nearly as good, I'd say. So this is a Franklin Christoph music nib. You can see it has 2 slits there with 3 tines. Got ink inside my fingernail. So with the Pilot ones, they're very flexible. This one is not. As you can see, it doesn't move at all. These are nails, man. The Pilot ones are like this, more or less, but they're also flexible, so that when you press down on the paper, they go like this a bit, and they can get quite wide if you push on them. The Noodler's ones are the same way, except they don't come back together flat like this one does, right? They don't have a flat spot across the front. They come back together like as a point, like they kind of do a this number. But the problem is that when you flex them, they tend to come back like this.
Oof.
And like they disorder themselves every time you put them on paper. And I don't think they ever got that fixed that I saw. So like that's the thing to be aware of. I mean, it's not that big a deal to fix it. You just kind of like twiggle with it, but it's still a twiggle you have to do, and I don't care for it. They also call them the split tail or some other swallowtail, some other name that has to do with tails. I want to say for the Noodler's musics. I don't love them.
Jan pre-ordered the Inkvent.
Oh, I was gonna talk to. I've got on my list. I've got a vendor I want to talk to about Inkvent stuff. Maybe I can get Inkvent sponsored.
They're talking about Gina being vegan.
Triple tail. Thin tail? Nah, triple tail. I think that's right. That sounds good to me. Sound like the Napoleon or Neapolitan or something like that pen originally. Nancy ordered an Inkvent. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Inkvent. I'm psyched. I just gotta make sure I can get one. They're like $110 in the U.S., which is not cheap. I think they're cheaper. You found them at Cult Pens cheaper, right?
I don't remember how. I didn't see how much they were here, so.
I guess Maine may be getting hit by a hurricane this weekend. It's been 30 years. Yeah, if you're... I don't know. I saw that like it was going to come in through Rhode Island or something like that. Yeah. So like, if you're in New England, watch out.
Yeah.
Hurricanes ain't nothing to mess with.
We get them here, but we're so far inland. My parents always worry. They're like, you have a hurricane coming. I mean, it's a tropical storm at anything if we get it.
Like they can cause some flooding. They did the last time. Sometimes they'll spawn a tornado or two, which is not fun.
Yeah.
But in our area, that doesn't seem to really happen. So we kind of got lucky there. Desert Law. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, there you go. Throw that in there. Mike, will you do the Diamine one this year, a home version? Diamine, as long as I can get my hands on it, Jan.
Nobody wants a home one.
That was fun. Shush. You don't want to make a home one, is what you mean. Flew with a bunch of fountain pens, says Marcia. Mostly cartridge converters, 1 Narwhal piston, and a couple of Opus 88 eyedroppers. No leaks at all. Yeah, so the Opus 88 eyedroppers are great to fly with because they have I don't have mine handy. They have like a
The
shut off.
Japanese eyedropper.
Yeah, it's Japanese style, so they have an ink shut off, so really it can't leak. I also like the 823s. These are great to fly with because you can just shut off the ink supply. Same thing with like the TWSBI Vax. Scraggles! Shush! It's the return of Scraggles Goes Crazy on Fridays. Noodlers has the Vishnu nib on the Neponset and the Triple Tail. Triple Tail's way better. I've never even heard of this Vishnu thing. Wow. And the Triple Tail is better? Woof. There's a debate about whether it was a captive converter or something. I'm not. I wasn't watching that. Week 92 and counting for your Hipponoto.
Yeah. Is there any word on that?
Who knows? I heard people have had good luck after emailing her. Yeah, I've heard a couple of people say they actually got it after they emailed Crystal and like said, hey, give me my stuff, and like I guess she did.
Oh, so they're in? Oh.
Well, I don't know.
But that started well before COVID, so.
I know, it started in the first Kickstarter, honestly.
Well.
Let's see. You put them in a vertical container for makeup brushes and kept them upright the whole time. All were full in the first flight, but used on the trip and not refilled before the flight back. You put them in a makeup brush container and kept them upright? Like, did you put it in the seat back? I don't know what a makeup brush container looks like. Do you?
Well, there are lots of different types. Yes, yes.
But like, okay.
It could just be a cup,
Yeah.
certain height, so they're not all over.
Yeah. I kind of imagine like keeping that on a
And
plane,
there's also
though,
like little slotted ones that you can put like, so they don't gall and touch each other.
I've seen people use those rolls for them, like a tool roll or like a pen roll for makeup brushes too.
Yeah, there's that too. There's lots of types.
I'm curious what you are using. Cult pens is under $90. That's pretty good. Curious about the new ink pen for sure. Yeah, Gina. I mean, if you like little bottles of ink, it's totally fun. Somebody was griping about it on the Fountain Pen Network Facebook because that guy always gripes about stuff, and it's just one person I don't care for much on there. He's like, oh, it's a waste of money and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but like we all pay for the fun. Like you're not buying 30 inks. You're buying 30 days of like fun and surprise.
Yeah.
And also like a thimble full of ink, which is fun.
I mean, that's the part of any Advent thing.
Yeah.
They're not always the best thing for a value, but it's for the Advent experience of it. And
yeah, I like opening up a thing every day and getting a new ink.
Exclusive. I mean, they brought those back, but after a while, so.
It did take them a little while, yeah. I think they actually weren't sure if they were going to bring them back or not. I bet this time they have some idea what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time they did it. Getting a lot of lags. Weird.
Yeah, you had a big dip there for...
Yeah, sure did. I don't know why. Seems like I don't know, my connections look stable, but who knows. Cult pens. Is this the calendar? That is.
That's the dog.
We ship to the United States? Good. Thanks. 86.91. Not bad. Do they show what the inks are?
No, of course not. Why would they do that?
Look, some of them do. Yes, 25 little bottles of ink in lovely colors. Behind each of the 24 doors is a bottle of 12 mils. Well, that's pretty good. I think
12 mils is
that's
plenty.
Plenty. That's, 4 samples worth? That's totally fine. And the 25th is a 30 mil bottle because it's Christmas. Yeah, that sounds cool. I didn't remember them being 12. I thought they were less than that.
Yeah, sometimes there are 24 in Advent calendars, and sometimes there's 25.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just up to.
There are 25. Just there are 24 little ones and one big one. Yeah.
No, I'm saying in other Advent calendars, they just do, on the Christmas day is you don't get any, like, because it's Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, they did put names for the inks in there. Well, we're not going to scroll on that page anymore. How dare they? How dare? So smart with a makeup brush container. Brush holder looks like a pen roll. Yeah. That's what I thought. You know the brand name Reform? Yeah, I've heard of Reform pens. Grandpa gave me some of the cool fountain pen from Reform. It's a German brand. Quality of the pen, that guy's very good, and they write very well. Yeah. I've heard of Reform. I don't know if they're still. I don't think they're still in business though. I think you only get like vintage ones. Yeah. I've never used one though. I don't really know anything about the brand. I could have told you it was German though. Hipponotos say last of this month or early October. Interesting. Yeah, Sandra's brush holder looks like a pen roll. Mm-hmm. Gina still has most of her ink pens from last year. Yep. I do too. They're in little They're a little like pull-out drawer thing in my. I've been putting my ink cabinet back together. It used to live back here. Now it's upstairs, and I took all the inks and put them in boxes to move them.
Every place I look upstairs, I just see a full box of ink samples.
Not anymore.
There's
one left. I've only got one box left.
Well,
That's it. I mean, you looked at that box, but I've only got one box left. $3 in ink. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, $3 for 12 mils is less than you'd pay for that as a sample. So,
I mean, there's 30 mil ones that are like $30. So that's not.
Well, 30 mil diamine's usually more like 8, maybe 10.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like a 3 mil sample is usually like $1.50, maybe $3, give or take. And this is 12 mil. It's totally fine. They're little glass bottles. They're adorable. Looking forward to opening a bunch of Bon Moment jellies and stuff here as an August advent.
I don't know if there's available anymore.
You're gonna do it in August? You're not even gonna wait until November?
Oh no, the people that I recommended, they're like, I am immediately opening it
Oh, really?
when it comes. Yeah.
We send it to my aunt and like tell her to put a note on it that says open in November. Oh, yeah. I don't know if she does, but I think she does.
December. I guess November.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Not getting one because you opened your ink vent almost all in one go. Couldn't resist. Oh man. I do it a day at a time. Unless I know I'm going to be out of town, and then I'll do a couple in a row.
I'm okay with getting spoiled and then still doing it a day at a time.
Such a weirdo.
Why? Oh, you're mean.
Look, I don't like being spoiled. Like, that's the fun for me, so I don't want to. It would end the fun too early. But I'm a person who absolutely doesn't want to know what their gifts are until I open them. It's I don't know. I'm weird. Reform also made rapidographs. Rapidographs are cute. Like as a pen style, they're always way too fine for me because they're like for architecture. Like Marina used to use those.
Yeah.
Also, I remember correctly, if I was supposed to be putting them. Yeah, who knows with those things?
I'm gonna go turn the fan off me because I'm very cold.
Are you actually cold? I turned it up because I didn't want you to. I knew you were just got finished working out.
I was sweating hard, but now I'm cold.
You're waiting here for DHL to deliver your first Platinum 3776 in pink. Cool. What nib did you get, artful colorist? Hey, J. Albert, look who's in the house. Looking forward to Daily Treat. Good. Love your rapidograph. Haven't used it in forever. Oh.
I heard Daily Treat and it made me think of Daily Donut. I was like, oh, I want a donut. It's not 6 o'clock yet. Sorry.
No, it's not. But you started right off with food talk. Audrey's starving because she just finished working out and took a shower and put on her face and ran in here. So
I was sweating so hard putting my makeup on today. I was like, I can't. It's just like smearing around on my face. You're gonna try the first one?
I am. So I tried a drink on here last time. I'm gonna try a drink on here this time.
Okay.
Last time was the Jimin latte, vanilla latte thing. This is an not a sponsor, caffeinated sparkling water. It's mango and black tea.
Russell, Mike already has 2 custom pens that he's made before with Frank Christoph pens.
3.
Was it 3? Wait.
Technically 3.
Okay, technically 3. You're right. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Fig Boot did one with Leonardo. I've done 3 with Franklin Christoph. Yeah. Yep. Here are 2 of them. In the bird style, different pen styles.
I forgot about that.
And then I have the Diamond Cast orange with the teal.
The teal. I really like the teal section on that.
Yep.
Yes, you did try the Jimin. That's right. That was fine. David, I don't know. He was fine. That smells nice.
It does. It smells like mangoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I wondered about the coffee one.
Cherry coffee does sound weird. Cherry Tootsie Pop on the... I do like a cherry Tootsie Pop, though. Does it ever taste like coffee? This is not bad at all. Yeah, I dig it. You want to try some?
It's mango.
I think it's just mango flavoring. Oh, no, I don't see instructions.
It says ingredients right there.
Does it? Where? Oh. Carbonated water, natural flavors, caffeine, electrolyte sources.
Flavor.
I mean,
mango flavor.
That's one way to get it.
Well,
you never eat Tootsie Pops. Have a small candy dish of them from Goulet sitting here. Yeah, I like a Tootsie Roll Pop.
The pop. I like Tootsie Rolls better than Tootsie Pops.
Yeah, same, but still, I'll eat a Tootsie
Roll. I mean, look. I'm not going to turn one down.
Seeing that J. Albert made a Japanese-style eyedropper made him very happy. Or made Seago2 very happy. Yeah, J. Albert is really good.
Yeah.
And that seems like an easy thing for him to do. He's done all kinds of filling systems and stuff. And
Yeah.
Japanese eyedropper sounds like it wouldn't be too bad.
Yep.
Diamond Cast is on your want list near the top. Thinking of getting it in the blue macaw.
I don't remember what the blue macaw looks like. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up.
Didn't realize the bottle sizes were getting bigger. Thanks to the FYI. I don't know if they're getting bigger. I don't remember what they were.
I don't remember. They didn't seem big.
They're all
12 mil
upstairs.
sounds like it's
Sounds
more
larger.
than the other one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they were like lol. I don't know, man.
I want to say 8. That could just be made up, though.
Well, I will Google it.
Is it like Snapple tea? That's a good question.
It's a bit like Snapple iced tea, I guess. I haven't had one of those in just
But those
forever.
are sweet.
Yeah, those are sweet. This
These
isn't
yeah.
sweet. I mean, it's sweet because it tastes like mango,
Yeah.
but not sweet like sugary.
Yeah.
There's no sweeteners and no sodium. So the thing is, I can't have NutraSweet or most other fake sugars, and so I can't have diet soda. So I'm gonna have a soda. I either have a bunch of calories or I have a fizzy water. Also, this is fizzy, and those aren't.
This has all the chemicals,
So many chemicals. Just pickling yourself.
including caffeine, which I love.
I think we should make this a K-pop stream.
Oh,
jeez.
Genie, yes.
Oh yeah. Did Christine must have said it at some point. They were 7 mils before. So yeah, they're way bigger.
Close.
Yeah. You were close. Within a mil. Look at you.
We're gonna watch In the Soup tonight.
We are. Did you see they make Maki-e fountain pens in Japan? Oh yeah, totally.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so how they make them? There are all kinds of ways to make Maki-e. Like sometimes they're printed, but a lot of times they're like painted with hands.
Yep.
Audrey has all the benefits of living with someone who won't pinch your soda. That's true. I won't steal your soda.
Nope. I could steal yours.
Yeah. I wouldn't even notice. I drink so little soda that I mean, like, this 12-pack will last me at least a week. Maybe more.
They're 8-packs.
Oh, they're 8-packs?
The sparkling waters are always 8. I don't know why. That's why the handles are weird on them.
Oh, maybe so. Anyway, at least 8-pack. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because, like, 12 for a week, that seems like more than I drink maybe one a day. Like, 8 for a week sounds about right, yeah. In the soup, yeah, all about the soup. Korean for forest or woods or something. Yeah. I don't know why I pulled that up.
You were going to look up to see the ink vent.
Oh, that's right. No, I don't have to.
There was a
So
reason.
we're good. Good. I'm not crazy. Well,
if you want to talk about ink, you can talk about the new State inks.
Yeah, all right.
I just thought of it because...
Oh, the State inks, you say.
Or whatever, you can do the other thing, too.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Go away. I don't know why it wants my passwords. Like, it knows my passwords full well. Come on.
Wow. This is very annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
We did it. Display capture. Good. So I was looking at the Drum Ghouls thing here. Also, what do you think about Private Reserve having limited edition inks? How about that?
Yeah. They have so many coming out right now. Like, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. They're really Robert Ostering it up almost. Except that theirs are, like, not going to go anywhere. Private Reserve, 2 minutes to midnight. It's like a nice dark blue.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Pilot Capless or Lamy Dialogue 3? I'm going Decimo.
Yeah, I'd say Capless as well. I haven't used the Dialogue 3, but it is $25 though. 110 mils. It's pretty good sized.
That's huge.
Well, they usually do like... What do they usually do?
30 mils is 1 ounce.
I know.
So
these are 60s.
yeah.
Where's my... There it is.
Almost double that size.
Yeah, so these are 60s. See, almost double. That's a big bottle.
It's a big bottle.
That looks a lot like, now that I'm looking at it, it looks a lot like the ones that Walt Eversharp used back when Sid was getting started, when they were using the Organic Studio inks.
Really?
The Walberry, and I forget what the other one was. They looked a lot like this. They had that kind of like angular pot shape to them. But yeah, $25.
I mean, for that much ink.
It's a lot of ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to...
Like, it looks...
think...
So the only thing is, it looks fine.
I feel like it would have been better if they had samples and the large size. Because
Wow.
I would rather I mean, it's limited edition, so you're like, oh, FOMO, I have to get it. But that's so much to not know.
Everberry was the other one.
Everberry.
Wallberry and Everberry. Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, the Decimo is the capless, but smaller.
Right.
For anyone that doesn't know.
There's that one. Arthur Conan Doyle. That's kind of cool. It's got the magnifying glass.
So what's
neat.
on the top there? Like, what's
This?
that red thing?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just wondering. That when I saw that to begin with, I was trying to figure that out. That calendar thing.
Laura says it looks like a Schaefer because it's got the dot.
Oh yeah, actually, it's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, it looks like a repurposed Schaefer bottle. I was just talking about that.
Oh, but I mean, still the white balance having that. I want those calendars. How much are they? Because I thought those looked adorable.
Really?
Yes. You don't think it looks adorable?
It seems fine.
Oh, whoo!
Yo!
I don't know how big it is.
I think that's what the easel is costing extra because there's refills.
I just want to know how big it is. In my head, it's like a little thing, and it's cute.
6x6, so it is small.
Oh, that's still. I mean, that sounds cute, but that's just too much.
You think it's too big or too expensive?
Too expensive.
Like that's kind of cute, but it's only there'll only be like 12 of them in there, right? Like,
yeah,
that's a big old box for 12 pieces of paper, and $35 for 12 pieces of paper is a lot too.
I don't know if it's paper. It's
whatever.
Letterpress.
Letterpress is paper.
Packaged in a custom envelope and tied with a ribbon. Come on, Mike. It's gold foiled, Mike. Come on.
Hand glittered. Yeah, no, this seems like a.
They're selling it to me. Hand glittered, Mike.
Not selling it to me. I mean, you can have what you want. We've also got coming soon new Sailor Inks of States.
Yep.
Which one of these do you like? There's a Georgia Green.
I think
Does it say what they
didn't see the inspirations for it.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I mean, Michigan, I get it. There's so many lakes, so much water surrounding Michigan. Okay, that's what I think. But I don't think of murky green when I think of Georgia. Georgia Green. I do like it.
Georgia Green is a deep olive green that captures the iconic shades of the Okefenokee Swamp region that straddles the Georgia-Florida line. It's one of the 5 largest swamps in the world. I mean, like, they got swamps all over Georgia. I guess that's
Sure.
I like that color a lot, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm digging this color.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I'm into it. That's
a very you color, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This Michigan color, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's a zillion of these.
It reminds me of Spanish blue from us.
Yeah, a little bit like Spanish blue. Yeah, or it looks a little bit sky bluish. Like, I think this is painted over here.
See, that's 20 mils for $25. So, looking at maths, that's,
Yeah. Michigan blue is the perfect bright cerulean blue of a warm weekend spent out at the lake. It's not nearly on fire enough,
it's
though.
It's not. Depends if it's July. Sometimes it's not even warm.
That's true. You would need a jacket on that lake. The frosty blue of a lake.
I know. You would think that they do a peach for Georgia. I mean,
that's what I would
always think.
Yeah. And Sailor does a good peach.
They do, exactly. Yeah. So they do a lot of good peaches, and I think that's.
Oh wait, you know what? I take it back. That's the only Sailor I've had that I really just hated. Yeah.
But
apricot's good. It was the Pesh that was terrible.
Oh well, they have other ones the studio lines and stuff that are good.
Yeah.
That I would think that it would be harder to have a well-rounded mix, and not doing a peach for Georgia is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, again, I like the murky green though too.
Yeah, I just don't like the price on those. Like, they're very proud of those for some reason.
Because it's America.
I know, right? Might just wait for more accessories to come out and get another pod. I have full-sized bottles of the 2019 Ink Vent. Let me know if you want to refill your smaller bottles. You got full-size bottles of all of them?
Oh wow!
Yo, that's impressive. Now I've got a couple of full-size bottles of those blue series. The bottles look cool. The ink is good.
Yeah, they are interesting bottles.
Spanish blue is Sandra's favorite FC ink.
Mine too.
It could make a good peach. I think they could make a good peach. I just think Gentle Pesh was too light. Like, some people are going to really like it because those undersaturated things are real hot right now. It's just not for me. Okefenokee is where Bugs Bunny met the alligator. They also have a kids fitness trail there.
Huh.
Also, there was an old comic about a possum that I used to read all the time.
Of course there was.
It lived in the Okefenokee Swamp. What was the name of that possum? Who's going to come up with a possum for me? Because I cannot remember it off the top of my head. I haven't thought about that in ages.
Pogo?
Pogo! Who said that? Becky!
Of course it's Becky, not me. I had no idea what you were talking about.
I was like, how did you know it was Pogo? I guarantee you've never read one.
No! I have no idea what you're talking about.
I probably have a Pogo over there on my comic book shelf. Was it Kobe, right? No, it wasn't Asian countries like the muted tones. No, the Kobe wasn't. It wasn't. It was just part of the old Gentle line when they first had those. Let's see. I think Yaffle actually was. I don't know what that's talking about. Something I wasn't into. I have to go. Be here next week. Have a nice. Yeah. See you later, Bruce. Take care. Pogo. Flippin' Pogo. I haven't thought about that in forever.
I've never thought about it.
That's true. I got some Birmingham inks. I'm on a no-buy, but too bad for you. Pin blank maker should do a series of blanks based on each of the U.S. state flags. That'd be kind of cool. Origin of the famous line, we've met the enemy and he is us. It's Pogo. I think it was the alligator, not Pogo, who said that. I forget who did, but yeah. Yep, that's right. Yep, good old Pogo. Good stuff. Yeah. So we got one thing this week.
Yep.
Audrey got a thing.
I did.
Want to show him that thing? It's way over here.
That was a long time of me scrolling it because I'm so used to being very far away.
It's right here.
So this is a Sailor Pro Gear full size in pink skeleton. I believe that's what it's called. Japanese exclusive. I don't really know anything else about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised. No.
Mm-hmm.
I know our friend Kimberly has one of these, so I'm twinning with her.
Uh-huh.
It has a fine nib on it. And it's the all silver one. A lot of mine are two-toned. Or the three-toned.
Yeah. Which is really just two tones.
Well, yeah, but it's... Yeah. Yeah.
Skeleton because it's got metal parts inside. It's a skeleton because you can see through it. And a lot of times they'll call their demos skeletons.
Yeah. And I like the pink converter.
Oh, yeah. You got the pink knob on the converter. That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have it inked with Venta something apple. Malayan apple.
Yeah, which is a sample that was sent to us by our friend Jeannie, who's in the chat here.
Yep. So if you get anything from FC this weekend, I signed cards with that ink, in case you're curious.
This is my extensive list of things for the show.
Yeah, he showed this to me right as I walked in at I think it was 4:58 is when I walked in here.
I was like, is there anything you want to talk about?
I'm like, what? Why are you asking me?
Because here's my list.
Yep. Yeah, the card. It seems like there's more sheening than it does not come off at all on the business cards. So
no sheen on the card.
No, which is fine. I was going for the ink color, not sheen anyway.
It does have an interesting.
Yeah.
So like this little bit here in the scribble where it's lighter, that's actually sheen. Yeah. That's really interesting. Wow, it's really taken over that whole scribble. That looks cool. Yeah. I like that.
So you will not find any of that on the cards, just so you know. But
it's going to be upgraded to a bottle from a sample for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Yeah. And this writes really well, too.
You need to try some more Ventas. Because in the beginning, they did have some of the more undersaturated ones that you were just like, I'm not into that. But
this seems great. I really like the look of this one. It feels nice. I'll have to put this in one of my pens. Yep. I dig it. Yeah, it's actually getting a gold sheen now, too. You can see that's developing. This is wheat straw paper that I use for my scratch paper. And it's real good with fountain pen ink. Neat! Also, this blue is Leonardo blue, which has a nice little bit of shading.
Shading there, yeah.
A little bit of sheen in there, too. Just a little bit. But yeah, pretty good. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, we talked about the DC haul last week.
Yeah, DC haul was last week. Yeah.
So
I do have some inks to show, because I don't think I got around to showing the swatches of any of those inks last week. I think
we missed out on most of the ink stuff because we were just...
It was like after 7. We had a lot of pens to talk about.
We got off here like 7:40 last week.
No, that's not true. No.
It was... Tell me, everyone. I'm sure they remember more than I do.
That can't be true.
Yes.
No.
Because I was like, I am starving.
Well, maybe.
Starving. I'm already starving. Give me 7 minutes. 7.
Did that blue end up being too wet? It's pretty wet.
Which blue? The Leonardo?
Yeah, the Leonardo blue is pretty wet.
Oh.
I've got it. Actually, it was too wet for this pen, so I put it in two pens. I put it in this Zizo, which has a fairly wet medium on it, but it seems like it's pretty good. And I put it in this pen, which is a TWSBI VAC 700. And I inked up a bunch of pens because I was doing a how to ink your pens how-to video.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like the way it came out. I don't think it's good enough for the channel, and so I just trashed it. It's gone.
Wow.
So, at least I'd edited it first before I decided it was trash. But whatever. And it's hard to record that stuff from the side or from above because you want to show like the pen going into the ink and stuff. But anywho, it was a pain, and I didn't like it. But I had a broad nib on this pen when I did it, and that broad nib was way too wet for this ink. Yeah. Like this is I think pretty good. This has got good flow. You can see it's pretty wet there on the paper. Like it's got that shine, but it dried fast enough. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think with this 1.1 nib, which is actually kind of dry on this VAC, the Leonardo is pretty good. But in the super wet broad it was just too much ink.
Yeah.
Too much ink. But I think it's actually it's a very nice sort of medium blue.
What kind of features would you like on a fountain pen? What is your favorite feature on a fountain pen? What do you feel when you have the pen in your hand? Can you tell us your feelings?
Features I like on a fountain pen? I like a little bit of girth. I want it to be like at least 10 millimeters where I'm holding it. If it's smaller than that, then it's like kind of usually too small. It gets a little crampy. I like to have good balance. I don't want it to be like having a mind of its own when I'm trying to write with it, Yep. Have like a back heavy pen. It's kind of hard to keep it where you on it. That sucks. I like to have some style. I don't have a lot of pens that don't have a style to them. I mean, I have some, but I would have bought them for like the blog or something.
Yeah.
If they're a little weird, that's actual bonus points.
Of course it is, yeah.
Like this one. This is the Pininfarina Pen PF2. Turns out this pen is great. It's just I meant to buy this one. It's super good with this ink I put in it. It's an extra fine nib, but it writes great. I like it to feel nice. What do I feel when I hold it? Joy.
What do you think mine would be?
You also like a style. You like to say something. You don't have a lot of a lot of black pens.
But what's most important? My favorite part.
Your favorite part? I think for you it's got to be the way it writes.
Yeah, nib.
It's got to be
as a nib person. If you give me a nib that's like just has a burr or there's just features that don't work for my handwriting or whatever. I don't care how fancy the pen is. No, that's not for me.
Yeah,
but
sure.
That's similar things that you
I left that off because if my nib sucks, I can feel like Audrey, make this better.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have that ability to do that. But
this is what do you like? It's me.
Yeah.
Nib, like that's what'll make me buy a pen is if I'm like, I like the way this looks and it feels good in my hand.
Yeah.
And the nib, like I hope it's good, but also if it's not that great, I know somebody who can fix it for me.
Yeah. And having a pen that's too long or too large, I don't love. And back there's a back heavy. I don't like that.
Like this pen is pretty big. This is an L16, and probably I think it's too big for you. But while it's quite wide, it's also really light.
Yeah.
And so because it's it's wood and ebonite, and so it writes very nicely, and it's thick enough for me to hold on to. It feels controllable. But if it's this big and it's made of brass, then you're gonna have a bad time.
If it's like a pencil, like that one that just had the thinnest section, I was this is. I also dislike when they tell me how to position my hands. Don't be giving me a triangle on a section.
You do hate a triangular section.
Although
you like a Safari, okay?
I mean, I don't hold it the way they want me to.
No, but it doesn't bother you as much when you're holding it, right? Because it's kind of soft.
I wish it wasn't there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't want a pen telling me what to do.
I get it.
But similar things that you said, but yeah.
It was after 7, but I don't think it was that late. I don't think it was that late either. I think
Gina says it was very late.
It's very late. Couldn't believe y'all were still on by the time you got here. Yeah. I like it when you're somewhere you need to fill or sign something, see what kind of response you get. Yeah, there's like an external thing, like an external like approval or like oh, what's that thing you have there? Oh, you have a fountain pen. You are very fancy.
Yeah.
Right. And, and I'm like, yes, I am.
You get that. I mean, I just don't see as many people. And
you work at a fountain pen place. Nobody's impressed.
No, never. I mean, I still show like Mandy and other people like my new pen. I'm like, Mandy, look what I got. That's pink, and I don't know. I just knew she was like, oh, okay, that's nice.
They're not gonna be blown away because they're like, oh, it's a fountain pen.
No.
And
they were impressed with my Cross Concord because writing with it, and they knew to enjoy that experience because people can't enjoy that.
It's hard to get.
But yeah, and then the other place I go all the time is shows, and then nobody. I mean,
they might like it, but they're not gonna be blown away.
Exactly.
Because they're like.
Back when I was in science, people were like, But now I don't get that.
I was at a thing at school like all day yesterday, and for like our philosophy club, we had this thing like you sit outside at a table and try to get people to join philosophy club. Yeah. But I was there with the club president, and she was like talked about how she likes good pens. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, what do you have with you? Because I'm always curious. She's like, oh, it's this one. I got it from a hotel or something like that. Like it was definitely a promotional pen. But it wrote nice. It had like purple ink in it, which was kind of weird for.
Look how many animals we have down here. There's so many.
Are there a lot? We got a dog and a cat.
There's one over there too.
Yep. Clipsy?
Yep.
You alive?
Yep. Her eyes are open.
Clipsy.
She's not gonna raise her head. She's a cat.
She twitched in here. It worked. That was enough. So she pulled that out. It had purple ink, which made me I was like, what is this? And I tried to take it apart, and I couldn't. Like, no part of that pin came apart, which I thought was weird. Yeah. So we started talking about pens. So I break out, like, a whole, like a knock case full of pens. And we're talking about those. And the last one was a fountain pen. She's like, oh, fountain pen! So I'm going to, like, put her together a little, like, welcome to Fountain Pens kit. Yep. Agree about triangle sections? Look at that. I don't know if I'd do that to her. I wanted to have something good.
I opened the flow up a little bit.
Let's see if they work.
Oh, no, they're not going to... No. Hold on. Let's give them a chance. These are not the type of cartridges, unfortunately. Where's your water, you know?
Oh, hey, these actually post. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, we just need a little water, you know. Right. Oh, there we go. I'll start right back up. It's going to be fine.
There we go. Move it up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, just need a little bit of... Just dehydrate a little bit. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
See?
These weird little knockoffs are not trash.
Almost.
Well. Oh, and here's my private reserve Infinite Blue. Look at that start up and write just fine.
Here's my flaky 46 I don't think I've ever shown. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever used it, actually.
That's true. That's nice looking. Some kind of purple?
That's the lilac.
Oh, the Esterbrook Shimmer Lilac. Yeah. I don't think there's much shimmer in there, but a lot of times it takes a minute to show up.
Hello, Scrags.
Oh, hi.
But that is... Jonathan Brooks and I will talk about things that are in nail polish because they're all chemicals. So he ended up making me a blank with flakes, multi-chrome flakes.
That was the first one he did.
Yeah, he said, well, gotta make one for you. So yeah, we got 46 made out of it.
Let's do these private reserves since I just showed one of them. That's the private reserve Infinity Blue.
Infinity.
By folks who are going. Who's leaving? Oh, Nancy's leaving. Gotta run there and cool. Laura's taking off. Good to see you. Take care. A roaring endorsement by Mike. Not trash. Well, you know. See y'all later. Thanks for hanging out.
How much were those?
I wasn't there.
$4? We looked. We looked at the receipt.
Oh, I don't remember. I believe you though.
Or it was only.
Oh, it was only out. I pitched that.
Well, of course.
It's like $3 or $4. Yeah. You guys like blanks? Oh, we got blanks. Oh yeah, you got some blanks. Aren't you gonna make pens or something, Jeannie? So this is the Infinity Blue, which is like a perfectly serviceable blue. Like the color, I don't think is gonna blow anybody away.
It's It's a nice navy.
Yeah, it's a good navy. It doesn't have any. There's no sheen.
No.
There's a little bit of like dark edges,
Yeah.
but it's not sheen. It's just like very dark there. But it looks good.
Yep.
And it actually does. It does work. Like it does what it's supposed to do, which is stay wet in your pen for a long time. That Ondoro has a notoriously bad cap seal.
Put them in here.
I should. Yeah, that would actually be fine.
That's a good test. I mean, no.
That's true. Well, I mean, at DC they had like
Yeah, that's
an
right.
Opus 88 just sitting on the table for the whole show. And it still wrote. So that's pretty good. See how much nonsense you have in your house right now? Ever convert to a pressure pot? You're making blanks?
Oh, wow.
Jeannie, you really went went whole hog. Yeah, totally nice, inoffensive blue. I think anybody could use that anywhere, frankly. And then they made a green. They have several colors. Like there are probably another 3 or so. They only gave me 3. These were from Jaffa at the DC show. This is the Infinity Green, which I think is pretty okay. I haven't got it in a pen yet.
It's coming off more emerald-y on the screen than it is in person.
Yeah, it's a little darker. I think it's getting a little bit blown out. But
yeah, there's less blue than that other one was showing. I think.
Yeah, it's slightly darker than this, but it's not tremendously different. It's just a little bit darker in person. I
Just
think.
trying to be accurate.
Yeah.
So you know what you're getting.
Black, blue, red, green, purple, and you forget the 6th one. Yeah, I thought there were 6. And I also have the red, so I have red, green, and blue, which are pretty standard colors. I didn't do the black, but like that's totally fine. This is what Neve handed me. He's like, "Oh, hey, here, you should have these." So this is the red, and it's darker in person too.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
More saturated.
Yeah, it's more saturated in person, I think.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks like a perfectly cromulent red.
Yep.
You've got great performance, Opus 88, uncapped long periods, but also all broad, so wet. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what nib size they had on that one, but the Opus 88s, when you put the cap on them, those are actually really well sealed. They ought to be. You have to turn them a zillion times to get the cap off.
Oh.
I meant to take mine actually because our friend Brian he takes off some of the threads.
Oh, that's nice.
And it makes it so
really.
it's like only a turn, maybe a turn and a half,
That's
instead of
nice.
like 4, 6, whatever those things are.
Turquoise is the other one.
Oh, turquoise. There you go. That makes sense. I see. Go to. Haven't thought too much about what you're trying to bring home. We'll see. Maybe she's trying to bring the quantity down to 1 to 2 cases. Oh man.
Oof.
I know how popular safaris are. You had a couple mysteriously. You seem to have lost them in a permanent way. Ooh, that sucks. So there's those 3, and I've only got the blue one in a pen right now, but I think they look good.
Jeannie's dog heard your voice and is spazzing out.
Oh, good. Pet that dog. This over here. Don't get mauled, but do pet that dog. And then we've got. I feel like we talked about the Ancient Charm. We'll talk about those in a sec. Oh, this is the DC Super Show Bob's Blue. Can we turn down? Can you turn down the light a little? No, actually, I can reach it now. It's a little bit better. I think it's getting blown out. There's too much light. That's pretty accurate on my screen. It's a little bit light, maybe.
It's a little light. It's more saturated.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. It's kind of a blurple a little bit. Tiny bit of sheen.
Tiny bit of sheen.
It's not bad. I mean, I might not have bought this if it was for sale. This is the free one commemorating Bob. Do I have it over here? Let's have it. There it is. This picture of Bob Johnson.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfectly good ink.
Yeah.
Nice medium blue. No problem.
It's a classic blue shade.
It's a classic blue. It's kind
And
of.
maybe that's something that he,
Yeah, I didn't know him that
into.
well personally. It
Yeah.
could have been like that's his favorite color.
Yeah.
Entirely possible. Colors seem kind of flat. Yeah, well, these are. Yeah, I'd say they're kind of flat. Yeah. There's no sheen or anything to them. These are just pretty basic ink colors.
Yeah.
The thing about the Infinity series is really the performance. Like that's what you're really looking for, more than the color doing something crazy.
The blue sort of reminds me of the Liar inks.
I remember those being more interesting, but
Oh really?
could be.
I thought they were just.
It's been a long time since I used those actually. I did like them. Did you get the color verse ink from the DC show? You know what? I never did.
Really?
I didn't get it. The reflecting pool one with the
Oh.
golden. Yeah, I didn't get it. I forgot. Just didn't get it. There it goes. Put
I think
ancient.
they're online.
Yeah,
right?
probably so.
Yeah.
Just put Ancient Charm Ode to a Peach or something in a platinum music nib, and it's shiny. Do like. Good.
Good.
Bright coral gold shimmer. That's neat. That's neat. 75 pounds now. The puppy stage is over. Wow.
Oh, wow.
You wish you could go and go pound down. So I got 2 Ancient Charms. The first is the Phoenix, which looks pretty. That's what it looks like in person, really. I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate. Got a bunch of gold shimmer in there. Comes out really well with the dip pen. Pretty well with the swatch as well. The Phoenix. Haven't put that in anything yet.
Looks like a nice color.
Bottles are fairly smallish,
Yeah.
but totally fine. They don't say Ancient Charm on them anywhere. I'll have to... It says Yi Station. Does it say Ancient Charm? Nope. Doesn't say it anywhere. Ah, here we go. It's on the label that Van Ness put on them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm glad she did that. So I've got the Phoenix, and then I've got this one, which is To a Faithless Husband.
Yeah, we looked at those two.
I feel like we definitely did.
Those two, because we definitely
that
talked
makes me
about
laugh.
the Faithless Husband.
I think this ink looks great though, so I was like, I'll take it anywhere. I don't care.
I don't know. I think I like the Ancient Charm better.
They're both. Oh, you mean the Phoenix?
Yeah. Oops,
Ancient Charm
I
is
don't
the
know why.
brand.
Yeah.
That's because we aren't used to it. You like that one better, huh?
I think.
I like
don't
this
know.
one a
I
little
like the red and gold. It's very.
It's very classic.
Yeah, classic, Asian inspired.
Interesting. Like, there's no sheen in this one really. There's a tiny bit of
That's
gold
true.
sheen here on the edge.
I'm
but
curious how much you would see it, in a pen.
yeah, we'll have to try it out. These do have a very fine shimmer though. I've used a couple of Ancient Charms before, and they were quite good. Of course, I had no idea what they were called because there was no English on them. In fact, I don't know if there was barely any language at all on them. It was just kind of a picture, which is not the best.
I just saw it was an ink that I'd never seen before, and it wasn't $1 million, so I bought it from Sunny.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened with those.
Yeah, she brought me this bottle. It's in a box. It's like
Yep.
basically, it just says Small Endowment 2018 or 2017 or something.
Yep.
So now I've got Faithless Husband and Small Endowment. Good.
Yep.
Then I've got some of these from Van Diemen's, and we definitely didn't get to talk about these, I don't think. Recommend using broad or stub nib for shimmer inks? Yeah, I believe it. Shimmers always seem to clog up your pens. It depends on, like, there are some pens that are just really good at shimmers.
Yeah.
For TWSBI Ecos, for some reason, are stupid good with shimmers for me, and I don't know why. Like, I've used them in a fine TWSBI Eco, and they work perfectly.
It really depends. Just trying out finding one that works well, or just having an eco or something inexpensive that has a broader nib.
But you know is going to have a good nib.
Yeah. Then just leave it with that and just change out shimmers that way.
You'll buy them if you're on a no buy. The TWSBI Eco is suspiciously good at those. What else have I used shimmers in to great effect? I mean, a lot of broad nibs have no problem with them, really. Some mediums and stuff. I don't know. I'd have to go through my books. I'll see what I can find for you, Jeannie. But yeah, the Eco is the one that I always like. Those always seem good. Just don't get the 1.1s for the Eco because they're quite dry and I don't think they go well.
They're generally, some of those stubs are drier.
Yeah. Don't get that one with the TWSBI. Some shimmers are finer than others. That's absolutely true.
That is true too. Yes.
Pilot CH92 has no problem with shimmer, and it's got an F. Yeah, I'd say those would be pretty good with those. I've used
Which one?
the 92, so like the 74
Oh,
is the
okay,
one with
yeah.
the piston. Asking me for my passwords again.
I like the,
Let me just close my email over.
weirdly enough, the Pen BBS ones.
Pen BBS has a good shimmer. It's a really fine shimmer.
It seems to be a really fine shimmer.
Yeah, those are really good. I think like who was it that has like the really thick shimmer? Like the Gier-Bonds can be like some of the more cloggy ones. They were the ones that started doing shimmer, I feel like, and they're still a little bit cloggy, but the newer ones I think not as much as the older ones. But like Pen BBS is super fine. Van Diemen's and Tono and Limbs are very fine particle. Speaking of Van Diemen's, there's one. Golden Nugget Pumpkin. It's more red in person.
It's definitely more red in person, not as orange.
Here. Yeah. Not as orange. A little bit more red. Josh, when it says chunky shimmer, oh yeah, I wouldn't like that.
That's closer.
It's kind of in between these two, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit redder than I would think, but I don't know what the Golden Nugget Pumpkin is, and I'm not in Australia, so. Yeah, here it is. This is the bottle. Comes in this cute box.
Nice cute little box.
That's pretty darn close, actually, in real life. I think this is more or less what the ink looks like. in person. Look at my artisanal letter opener.
Yeah, you haven't gotten the Pelikan Golden Burl yet.
No, I haven't. Yeah, the Pelican, I'm sure I've heard is pretty good. It comes in this cute little pot.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yep.
The only thing is, it's real easy to miss the ink color and stuff. Like, I'll say here what the ink is called, and they have a little swatch here for color, which is kind of good. I missed it the first few times I looked at the bottle.
I would understand that. Yeah.
That's good. And then I also got Harvest Wasabi, which is pretty accurate on screen.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yep. Which is like a bright, springy green. It wasn't what I was expecting from wasabi. Like, wasabi I always feel like is kind of more of a...
The murky side.
No, like more like a flat, kind of yellowy green.
Yeah, that's what I mean by murky.
Oh, okay.
Like yellow-based ones, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, then like that.
Not Kelly green.
I was thinking like you meant like a brown green, like one of those like weird.
No.
Yeah, this definitely lends more like spring green than yellow green. Late summer green or something maybe is what I would be expecting, but...
Maybe it's the plant itself that comes from their inspiration.
It's entirely possible, and I have no idea what that looks like.
Me either, but that's what I'm just saying. Well, maybe it is. Who knows?
Which is also, it's also a different bottle. Like, it's a whole different box and stuff than the other one, which is kind of weird, right? Like the chair behind me. Actually, it's like the chair I'm sitting in, which is literally called Wasabi.
What are you doing?
So
I have a little dog head in my hands.
This bottle looks exactly like the one that I got my kiwi ink in. I think this is maybe bigger, but I don't have that one handy. I feel like this is bigger, but it's got like this kind of belly on it. So, which is interesting. I don't know why they use so many different bottles.
I had bad luck with Colorverse Shimmer inks. Cat, brain. Is it brain? Okay. Van Diemen's Parrotfish.
Interesting. See, I love Cat. I think Cat is great.
Yeah, you've said good things about Cat before.
I used Cat for so long. I forget what pen I had it in, but I used Cat for a long time.
And that's the small one, right?
Yeah, JC, we can see your chats now. Cat, it was always a small one. You can buy a larger bottle of it now.
That's right, in a different bottle. Come here, Scraggles, come here.
She's like, I want my pig in the middle of the fair.
Come here, this side. Come on.
Scraggles, what are you doing? Do you want to jump up here? Come on. Jump up.
Come on. There you go.
There. Now I have a dog. Hello, Scrags. Say hi to people, huh? Little Scraggle the dog. There. She decided she had to had to get her pig in the middle of the fair. Hi. Thank you. You're a sweet baby girl, and I love you. Yeah.
It's been storming here. She has not liked it.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Tried a few shimmers and got not a zilch Zippo shimmer effect, barely even in a swatch. So before you fill the pen,
shake it.
You gotta shake the crap out of that thing. So you can probably see, like here, you can see the shimmer on the bottom of the bottle. You gotta shake it until there's just nothing on the bottle.
And shake it a little bit more.
And then fill it quick.
Yeah.
Because it will fall out of suspension. So shake the crap out of it. That's that's my best advice. Give it the whole business. I had problems with Parrotfish too. Lisa Van Ness said the bottle is really inconsistent. Yeah. So Lisa didn't want to give me any of the underwater set because she's like, you're not going to have a good time. They're inconsistent. They might look different for other people. They might act different. Sometimes they're cloggy. Sometimes they're thin. Sometimes they're perfect. So who knows? Nagasawa Go Blue. I mean, like this. I have Kobe Go Deep Blue, which I have in a couple of pins right now, PB.
You mean Goff?
I thought it was Go.
No, it wasn't that a thing on Doctor Who when you were laughing about that?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They can get less shimmery. So when they get less shimmery, I think you can do is like roll your pen. So like put it on the table and just give it a good roll. If it's got a converter or something, that'll mix the stuff back into suspension. Shake it like a mother and fill it fast. Yup. Seems like a lot of trouble. It's fine. You only have to do it when you fill it. It's not that big a deal. Got some of the white lightning. It seems to help with thicker inks. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what it's for. Just be careful not to put too much in there because it's easy to go overboard. And then the last one I have is this one, which is a Van Diemen's.
Weird.
Tassie Seasons Launchester? I don't know what that word is. Launchester Fog, maybe? I don't know how to say that. Launcesto. Launceston. Launceston? I don't know, man. Fog. Some kind of fog. So, you know.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what it's going to look like in a pen. I haven't...
There you go.
You know what? Let's find out. Let's just ink a thing right now. It's my show. Nobody can stop me. Well, Audrey could stop me.
Because it's pizza time.
It's almost pizza time. I try straining the bottle of parrotfish to get out the clumps. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's something in the dye that reacts and it gets clumpy. Or this also has that little belly bottle. All right, totally different when using shimmer inks. Write a few words and rock the pen back and forth. A few more words, keep rocking. Oh, interesting. It's Australia, so they say it Launceston. Launceston. Oh, I don't have a converter in here. If only I had some
Rookie
converters.
mistake.
I know.
Rookie.
I just take your bottle to the paint department and have them put it in the paint shaker. I mean, that would do it.
Paint vortex.
These vortex?
I mean, that's the idea behind it.
Huh.
Just.
Here you go. I have a few converters in here.
Yep.
All right.
Did the Kiwi inks that you got have shimmer in it? Somebody was asking.
I only have
that.
one, and yeah, it's definitely got shimmer.
How was that?
I enjoyed it.
I don't see it anymore, but somebody was asking.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't have any problems with it at all. Shimmered all over the place. It was in a tactile turn gist with a one of those Nemosiny like 0.6 stubs or something. Which those nibs are really good. You can get them from X-Found. What do they call it? No, Birmingham is what they're calling them now. Birmingham pens. They got those. All right, Tassie Seasons. Something fog. Oh, what was it? Launceston? Launceston fog.
Launceston.
LAU. And yeah, I don't know, man. This is quite light.
Oh.
Really? She scooted the pad of paper through here and picked up every one of these. I mean, it's readable. It looks like it darkens a little bit after you write with it, which is kind of nice. But this is a Sailor music nib though, and I think if I had this in anything finer, I don't know. You can get a mini Vortex for $250. Look at that.
Oh.
Vortex the ink bottle, yeah. You can get a mini, like a Vortex or like Science. You can get one of those. Fine 580 writes beautiful with diamine inks. Really is a case of luck. I mean, the diamine ink's really good.
Yeah.
So, yep. Yeah. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this. I think it's an interesting looking ink. Flow seems nice. Don't see any weird problems. It's not doing anything weird like trying to bleed through my paper, but that would be pretty hard for it to do. It's got interesting shading in there, interesting colors. We'll see how I like it after a little bit. I don't know. I've committed to a pen with it now, so.
That's true. You have.
Committed. We're in. We're in this. With the Launceston fog.
I was going to look something up. Now I've forgotten.
No. Got on your phone. Now it's over. There we go. So yeah, those are the inks that I picked up at the DC Pen Show. There were a few of them. And
Goodness.
Yeah, I know. I am set for things to review for quite a while.
Sure are.
And I've also got like all these private reserves sitting over here hanging out. I've got some stuff I got to give away.
Yeah, you do.
Got to do a giveaway. I got some stuff. Got some pens to deal with.
Yeah.
Those Ancient Charm inks new. I thought I had a complete set, but it might be the translation. Certainly don't have an ink called Faithless Husband. I think these are new ones. If I'm I'm not mistaken. Yep. I've never really had them before, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know either.
In DC, I bought Van Diemen's Enchanted Woods from Van Ness, described as dark and verdant green with an earthy red sheen, illuminated by silvery shimmer. Will report next week. Oh, haven't tried it yet? With that earthy red sheen, illuminated by silvery shimmer? Man. Yeah, report back. Yeah. Let me know how it goes, Denise. Appreciate it. But yeah, I haven't used these Tazzies except for what I just did here. I don't know. We'll see if I like it. I'm real on the fence. It might be one of those that looks way better in like an absorbent paper.
That's possible.
Sometimes those light inks are like that. But a lot of people like these undersaturated inks. So,
they do, yeah.
You know. I wonder if some white lightning would help darken the gray ink. I don't think so. Yeah. It's not that it's not wet enough. It's just very light as far as an ink.
Pigment, yeah.
Ancient charm inks are supposed to derive from classic Chinese book of poems like the Sailor Manu inks. Yeah, I've heard about that. Nib question. If I love the SIG broad nib, but I also like a broad Nagahara, I like the forgiving stubbiness of the SIG.
Oh, which?
A broad, Nagahara. Must be a broad stub, I guess.
I would assume. I mean, what? Yes, Clipsy. It's one of those things that the SIG doesn't necessarily feel like either of them. The shape is a combination, but it makes it different than the other two.
Mm-hmm. Than the italic and the stub.
Yeah. So, it generally people find the stub more forgiving, but roundness.
Yeah, definitely the Nagahara stubs are rounder than the SIG.
Yeah, there very little tipping is taken off the bottom, especially and on the top for a stub.
No, it's Eclipsy. It's the other black cat.
Yeah, it's the other one. Yeah.
It's a little hard to tell from the top because she is a tuxedo.
Yeah.
But she also is she sheds more than the other one.
Yeah.
Although her shedded hair is like basically invisible. You can wear a white shirt and give her a hug and be fine.
It is a rare Clipsy appearance.
You can see the telltale white foot.
Yep.
And other foots. Yep. Hi. How you doing?
But yeah, the SIG is in between. With the amount of tipping and everything, it's in between the stub and the italic.
Yeah.
In that way too. Yeah.
And harshness and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you like the SIG, you'll probably like the broad stub. Broad stub's maybe a little less interesting than the SIG because it doesn't have that sharpness.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
Yeah.
And also, sometimes people will have problems with, like, you sometimes have an issue with a stub because you sit on that bottom corner of a stub.
The stub has always been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the italics are too sharp for me.
Yeah.
The SIG, every once in a while, have a little bit of sharpness. Yeah. You just have to grind off a corner for me.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That's what I mean. Sometimes, even on a stub, that corner edge, you might have to smooth that out. Yeah. So it depends on your angle, but generally, yeah, the stub is more forgiving and it has more tipping. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, people are checking out your tail right now and foot.
She is fine with that.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
She drools a lot, too.
Yeah, this is my drooly cat. Yeah. When she's happy, she just drools. So much.
Just literal drops will come from her mouth.
I know.
Because she's so happy.
She's so happy.
Yeah.
She's a good girl.
She's been like that.
What about an oblique SIG for me? She doesn't have to oblique it. There's just like
I mostly have to oblique it.
I'm getting better.
He's not getting better.
I'm getting better.
He's not good. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Getting better. Did you just like cover your mouth and then shake your whole head? You're so sneaky. So sneaky. Yeah. I do have an oblique that Jim made for me that is too oblique for me.
Is that the one that I had to make in Chicago one year?
I think so. And I was like, I don't know, it could be a little bit more oblique. And so he's like, all right, you know, I'll go nuts. And he did. And it's a little bit too much.
Because Mike wasn't there.
No, he adjusted for me after that, and it was too much.
Oh.
It wasn't. I think it wasn't all that oblique. He's like, let's get crazy.
He went less because
yeah.
You want to start with less.
I think I have it in this drawer here still. I haven't used it in a while. I should probably have you like take off a little bit of the other side or something. I don't know. But What did he call it? The ADD oblique is what he called this one. Because I got the ADD. But, let's see if we can...
Clipsy's just licking her arm.
I know. You actually see how just like it's a severe oblique there. So it's kind of too oblique even for me. Let's see the bottom of the tipping.
Are you catching on the top corner?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been too long since I've used it. I should give it a try again, but yeah. But he was like, I don't know. It's probably not going to work if I do that. I'm like, whatever. Go nuts. I don't know. I've got a lot of nibs. It's fine. He did. So he did exactly as asked.
Yep.
Go nuts.
He warned you.
He did. He said, this is a bad idea. And I said, do it anyway. And he said, okay.
Yep.
And he was right. It was a bad idea. So, yep. Mistranslation can occur. Pin BBS number 218 translates literally as spicy lobster, but it's a colloquial name for the Hong Kong dish. So the name would probably be better as spicy crayfish. Oh. 45, it's probably almost 45. I want some oblique with my oblique. That's right. Yeah.
I would call it a spicy crawdad. Crawdad.
Would you? Is that what you call them in Ohio?
Crawdad.
We always call them crawdaddies down in Texas. Yep. Yep. Crawdads.
What's the other one? There's the
crayfish.
There's crayfish, but there's another one. What's the there's a third one that people...
Something bug. Mud bug. That's usually Louisiana, though. They call them mud bugs. And crayfish. Crawdads.
I feel like there's
crawdads, crayfish, and mud bug. I don't know another one.
I don't... maybe I could be very wrong.
Clipsy, you drooled and the cat cam caught it. So gross.
Ew! Clipsy! Oh, that's embarrassing.
I'll turn that off. Crawdads per formal Texan? Yeah, that's what we had. Crawdads, for sure. Hi. Any recommendations for triple broads? There are not too many triple broads out there, honestly. Like, Bach makes a triple broad in gold. I don't know if it's good. If you get a Platinum C nib is basically a triple broad, I'd say. The Sailor music nib is more or less like that.
There's
Yeah, crawfish, crayfish.
Crawdad, mudbug, ditch bug.
Ditch bug? Okay. I mean, it's fitting. They build a lot of homes in ditches. It's true.
So those are the...
Sarah pipes up with Procambus clarkii, which is, she did a lot of crawdad research.
Yeah, I want to say in Ohio that we either call them crawfish or crawdad.
But I've heard of Bach triple broad, so we'll need to fix it. That's what I've heard too. Just picked up a Scribo triple broad. Who makes Scribo nibs? Are they not Bach's?
Don't know.
I thought they were Bach's. But bad pin ideas and follow them, man. Vintage 5 years ago. Pelican made triple broads. Yeah, Pelican. You can find Pelican triple broads out there. That's true. I think you can find Mont Blanc triple broads out there too. They might call them something weird. I'm not a Mont Blanc expert. What they do in house?
The Pelican one? Is that the one that you have to get in person?
Oh, Scribo's the old Omos people.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. What?
The Pelican, is that the thing that you have to actually go in person to get because it's a special nib?
Oh, it didn't used to be.
Okay.
It used to be you could get a triple broad.
I forget what it is. There's certain things you can only get at the Pelican factory.
Yeah, if you go and do the factory tour, you can get a fancy nib and it's got like fancy marking on it and they'll do whatever you want basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they kind of make it, I guess, for you at the factory.
Yeah.
It's got to cost a fortune, but...
It has to, yeah.
Luca bought the nib and feed making machines off the parent company when Omos was closed down. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool. Manu ASC got the materials, Scribo got the manufacturing. Yeah, sounds right. Interesting angled nib. Do you find is best for a lefty side rider? I don't know, man. I was addressed to Dr. Nib. That's you.
The thing with side riders is you're going to find the exact reason why I don't like architects. So it's the inverse. So any italic you're going to get is going to be like an architect nib. Because there's side riding. So if you're sensitive to that feeling, then
just get yourself a round nib.
Or a round nib or an architect, because it's going to be like an italic for them.
Oh, interesting.
because it's the opposite orientation.
But you're pushing though, right? A side rider. Oh, side riders wouldn't be pushing really, would they?
Yeah, no. Side rider is doing it 90 degrees. So yeah, it's gonna be. So it might. So what I don't like about an architect, you might like, as a side rider.
What's that?
The feeling and the directions are going to be the right orientation for writing. So the reason why there's a lot of side to side movement, and I don't like the feeling of that. And so it's going to be the exact opposite for the side rider.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is that?
Yeah. So the thing that I don't like about architects is they tend to stutter. So like, because I like twist my nib a little bit, and so it's like one side will catch and it'll kind of go like this and chatter across the page a little bit.
It doesn't chatter for me. I just don't like the sense, the feeling of the side movement, and you're getting the wide part of the nib that way, so it's gonna be the opposite for you. So it should feel a little more italic-y like for you.
Yeah, interesting angled nib. I don't know. Maybe try somebody's architect. That might be a thing.
You might like a rounded architect. Yeah, exactly. Something. If you gave your angles or a picture to a nib person,
they could. If you can't make it to a show, send them a picture.
Yeah, and I think that would be a good thing that you might like. So.
Yeah, architects are perpendicular to italics, and side riders are perpendicular to standard writing, so it makes sense. Yeah.
And then the hook where you get it's the exact opposite. So the push and pull are opposite motions. So you have to, if you have a ground nib, you have to focus more on the top angle because you're going to be pushing more instead of regular writing where you're pulling. So the top angle matters, especially more if you're vertical right-handed, but when you're lefty, you really have to make sure that top corner is not catching on anything. There's so much pushing.
Or like the top front even.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, it's always hard to describe things. I'm more of a visual person, so when I describe things, I'm sitting there going, I have no idea if this makes any sense to anyone at all. But
yeah, and I can't picture stuff in my head. So
I know, it's the worst combo.
Between us,
we're almost a full person.
That's right. Clipsy's still here, in case y'all are curious.
Yep.
I just turned the cat cam off because she's not in it. Oh, wait, there's a tail. Here, we'll put a little...
She's like, no.
Don't touch my tail.
Don't touch my tail, Himon.
All right. Well, folks, it is 6:35, and it's time to... Pilot WA nib might work out well. Yeah, but it's not angled, though. Like, it'll be comfortable to write with, the Waverly, but it won't be a weird angled nib.
Yeah.
Does make sense. It's a tactile feeling thing. It's not easy to describe in words,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, if you get a Pilot Waverly nib, or like older Schaefer nibs that have the... I think I'll Triumph or something that have like a little upturn on the front.
It is a little upturn, yeah.
Those will be good for you probably. Just push her into the cat cam field of view. Yeah, right. That doesn't work well with Clipsy. If you adjust her at all, she's like, nope, I'm out of here.
I'm just leaving.
So she did. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good evening. Yeah, we're gonna bounce, get some pizza because I'm hungry.
I'm very hungry. I'm gonna go eat another delicious red vine.
You have plans?
Maybe even 2.
2 red vines, she says. So, yeah, like, subscribe, pizza, shepherd's pie. That is a solid choice.
We have some shepherd pie that we can have this week as well.
Yeah, heck yeah. We're going to have a wonderful time eating pizza. We'll do our best to enjoy that.
Thank you for liking. Oh, my goodness, people are liking.
Hey, yeah, 27 likes. All right.
I mean, I might do something. It's really hard to say with
You never know with YouTube what makes them happy. But, yeah, it's pretty good. Red vines. Gina's on Team Red Vine with you. Yeah, ciao for now. If you're in San Francisco next week...
You'll be seeing me.
Go by Franklin Christoph and see her.
Unless I get food poisoning or something, because that
was L.A.
It was L.A.
And we're not going to eat anything weird.
I didn't think I was eating anything that weird, but apparently I did.
It's KFC that almost killed you.
Yeah, I got food poisoning. Chicken food poisoning.
Yeah, right before L.A.
I could not even stand up.
Didn't really get out of bed for 3 days except for go to the bathroom.
It was so bad.
Gross.
So, barring that, or COVID, or anything else, look, Delta's bad. My dad just got his booster shot.
Yeah.
He's not feeling great today. He has a little achiness, which is what I mostly had, but he's doing all right.
Yeah, good.
So, if you're able to, then, get your booster when you can.
Yeah.
Or just
It'd be a long time for me, actually. I mean,
Same.
even and I.
Yeah. Same.
Yep. Ruth said she'll see you next week. Gina's going to be there, of course. Ruth said they got food poisoning when they took their son to Disneyland. Audrey's Audrey was notorious for getting it on vacation with her family when she was young too.
Oh, my parents made it terrible for me too. They're like, "We're still gonna go do stuff. I don't care
Just
if
like
you're
leave
just
you alone in the hotel." Yeah.
Oh, they're like, "No, we're not gonna leave you. You just deal with it." So yeah, I've had some long vacations where
Claire's gonna get her third soon too.
Oh, are you? Yeah. So my mom hasn't, but my dad did since he's more immunocompromised.
Yep.
Than she is.
JC's gonna be there. You can find him there grinding stuff. I think Gina's booked up, but she'll be there grinding stuff. Russell got his yesterday. I don't know if it's your third or just first or second, but hey, good.
Yep.
More pokes.
Yes.
I'd take one weekly. Hell, just give me all the things. So, I'll see y'all. I will see y'all next week. Audrey won't, but come say hi.
I don't know how internet will be, but if there's any downtime at all, then maybe I could do like a little thing on my Instagram.
Oh, give me a little FaceTime or something during the live stream. I can put it up to the screen.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Again, I don't remember how. We're going to be, we potentially may be in a different room, so I'm not sure how.
Oh, yeah, y'all going to be in that bar.
I don't. Maybe.
Anyway, we'll see what Audrey walkthrough. No, she's not going to have time for a walkthrough.
Oh,
she may be able to hold the phone up and like show things.
Yeah.
But that's probably about it.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, we're going to take off for real this time. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. Audrey, say goodbye, Audrey.
Goodbye, Audrey.
Perfect.